Here's exactly how I made around $20,000 in the last 2 weeks selling free AI websites to landscapers, which is roughly $1,285 per day. And just so you know it's not bullshit, here's my Stripe account. And as you can see here, the date is the 14th of January 2026 until the 3rd of February 2026. So you can see here £16,000, which is roughly about $20,000, and 11 new customers down the bottom. So total transparency here, this is literally the last couple of weeks with my agency. So in this video, I'm going to show you the exact system so you can just copy me and build a highly lucrative $1,285 a day AI web design agency in 2026, even if you have no experience. First, I have to show you what we're actually going to sell, because once you see how simple it really is, making money with these free websites becomes insanely easy. So we're back on the Stripe account here, and just to go over that, I know I covered it quite quickly on the intro, but again, £16,000 over the last 2 weeks, 11 new customers, total transparency. This is the opportunity that is with these AI websites. Like, it is just a no-brainer. It is such an extremely valuable proposition to these business owners. So in this video, we're going to quickly go over the system, how we land clients, but we're going to be focusing on the upsells, because it's really, really important to get that MRR. We don't just want to become a web design agency that's getting one-time fees. So let's again discuss how we land the clients in the first place. So you cannot sell high trust services to cold prospects without providing value first. Instead of pitching services, prices, promises, saying we will do this, we can do this, we promise we'll do this, lead with proof, lead with execution, lead with tangible value to these clients. So my client acquisition strategy with my agency is we proactively create custom demo sites for small businesses before even speaking to them. So we identify thousands of small businesses with outdated or underperforming websites. So we're talking landscapers, we're talking roofers, accountants. We then build a custom demo site tailored specifically to their business, and we reach out with a simple message like, hey, we've built you a custom demo website. Would you like to see it? This immediately differentiates us from other agencies, removes skepticism, and positions us as actual builders, as people who provide value, not just talkers like all the other bullshitters out there. So once we do this, the sales call structure is we don't sell. We walk them through the demo website. We explain the design decisions. We highlight how it improves conversions and credibility. And the prospect feels like, okay, they already did the work. These people understand me, they get my business. And at that stage, the website itself does all the work. This is where trust is established and where future upsells and becomes possible. So let me show you very, very quickly how we book in these meetings and run this offer. So this is instantly for the month of January. And you can see here, we sent out 100,000 emails and we got 96 sales opportunities, which is $220,000. Now that is pretty insane. But if you actually look down here at the analytics table, for the first 10 days in January, we didn't send any emails. So this is pretty much 1/3, I would say, month's volume. We didn't send any emails for the first 10 days in January because it was like New Year. People were still getting over Christmas. We didn't think that would be an optimal time to send emails. Also, from January 24th to January 31st, in the US, there was a massive snowstorm that completely decimated the East Coast. So we did send out emails that week, but our response rates were pretty low because people didn't have power. Like, some of my team didn't have power for 3, 4, 5 days. It was a really bad week. We were targeting landscapers and roofers, which, as you can imagine, in a snowstorm isn't ideal. So really, this is kind of 2 weeks volume. So just keep that in mind. But again, even if it wasn't, even if it was a full month's volume, we have a $220,000 in pipeline value and 96 interested leads. In terms of how we contact these leads, we send an email like this. Now, we have to see all these different brackets and variations. These are because we send so many emails, we have to differentiate every single email, or else it will land in spam. This is how the emails look. And actually, let me just show you an example. Let me go to our inbox and let me show you what these emails look like in real time. This is an email we sent. Let me show you how this looks. So basically, when you send the email, how all of these brackets, or the brackets I just showed you, it just spits out a simple email like this. Hey there, I found your business, bit of customization there on the name. Realize you have a ton of good reviews, but an older website. We're working with a lot of companies like yours to improve their web design. We've created a demo website, open to a short call to see it. This guy literally came back, give his phone number. Hi Dylan, open to seeing your demo. Please shoot me a text or call tomorrow. Literally give his phone number. Doesn't get easier than that. And again, it's not because I'm some genius or my team are all geniuses. We just have a really strong offer. So that is how we book meetings. That guy gave his cell phone number like so. My appointment setter is going to call him up, book him in with the closer, and then we're going to sell. Now, once we get him on the call, we show the demo website. Now, in terms of the demo website, how that works, you're going to use Lovable or Framer. I have tons of videos on my channel on how to do this. This is what a demo website will look like. You can see here. For a company that has a bad website, this is a pretty sick website. Like, this is going to be 10 times better than what they already have. And this is what we're going to sell on the call. This is what we're going to show on the call. So that is the sales process. In terms of the core philosophy behind this whole thing, we use the website as a trust vehicle, and we eventually want to upsell them SEO. And SEO is a hard sell when there is no relationship, because if we sell with a custom website first, it's tangible, it's immediately impressive, it creates emotional buy-in, it proves competence. But the website's not the end product. It's the foundation of the relationship. And we intentionally delay the upsell until trust is earned, value is proven, and the client sees us as a partner. So essentially how that process works is we show them the website, we blow them away with value, we then onboard them and build out the website, and then we have what's called an offboarding call, and then that's when we sell the SEO packages. So model A is what all web design agencies do. They constantly have to refill their bucket, sell a website for a one-time fee, deliver the project, the client disappears, and then they start hunting for the next deal. This means you've no repeatable revenue, you're constant pressure to sell, no compounding growth. You may get burned out from having to constantly refill your bucket. If we look at the way we do it, website plus MRR or website plus retainer model, we stop treating the website as our only product. It's the entry point, it's the relationship builder, and then the retainers on the back end are what's going to grow the business. In many cases, the website is heavily discounted, or we're just trying to provide value to these guys in order to upsell SEO, Google Business, local optimization, content, conversion improvements. Once you do that, you have that predictable MRR. So you have higher client lifetime value, you have fewer sales calls, less stress, and you can actually scale your business. So the secret to booking meetings and getting sales. We are not selling SEO jargon. We're not selling rankings for the sake of it. We're not selling technical tasks. We're selling more calls, more booked appointments, more inbound leads, and consistent revenue. And this works in tandem with the website you're going to build because it's perfectly optimized to do all of that. We just need to run SEO campaigns to get clicks on the site. The problem that we solve for these local businesses is their website doesn't bring any customers. They rely heavily on referrals. They're invisible on Google, and their competitors are blowing them out of the water. So the SEO is framed as turning their website into a customer acquisition system. So the warm upsell framework. First and foremost, deliver an exceptional website with AI. So this is with AI, and the non-negotiable standards are it has to be custom, the messaging has to be clear, there has to be strong CTAs, it needs to be optimized for mobile, and it needs to load very quickly. As a rule of thumb, do not pitch SEO until the website is live or nearly live. The client has expressed excitement or satisfaction or is enjoying the process. That's really important. You can't just go in gung-ho with SEO at any point. It needs to be strategic. Just before the website's done, or when the website is done, hop on an offboarding call and say something like, now the site's live. The next question is, how do we get people to see it? Or how do we get leads onto your site? How do we create awareness? That's really, really important. And you need to get that across, obviously, in a strategic way to the client. Now, something that we do as a company that has really taken this up a level is we use a custom GPT to run an SEO report for the client. And this gives us huge leverage and huge ammunition to go to the client and show the opportunity with SEO. This is the SOP doc we use internally on the team to create these reports. So we use a custom GPT, and on that GPT, we give it prompts. So you can see here the prompts are, this website gets clicks, but it's not converting customers. Then insert the URL. I want you to assess like you're an SEO and web design veteran. Please create a full report talking about low conversions being at the forefront of your assessment. Don't include emojis or M-dashes. That's just the ChatGPT thing, so they don't think it's with AI. Then we ask them to run a full SEO analysis with reports on keyword strategies, opportunities, and anything else that would get short-term wins for this business. And then prompt 3 is, now run a full SEO report on local competitors within a 10-mile radius. Analyze what competitors are doing well and what we could emulate in order to compete on SEO rankings. And this is what it looks like on ChatGPT. This is what we do. So it shoots out these reports, and we put it into a report that looks something like this. So on the first page, so you can see it's broken up into 3 different sections: website audit, SEO opportunities, and competitor analysis. And this isn't AI schlop. This is really valuable information that you can give to your client. So the first one, a website audit or business audit, is looking at what their current business does well, what they don't do well. We're looking at trust signals, credibility signals, keyword targeting, local SEO. If we go to the second tab here, obviously this is specific on SEO. So overview of current search optimization gaps in their local target area, content strategies, SEO footprint, keywords that they should be targeting, local SEO priorities, Google business profile optimization. And then this is the big one. This is the one that they always love, because if you look at the competitor landscape overview, Gable, Stump Grinding, Vitality Tree, Family Tree Care, Kansas Tree Service, these are all businesses within a 10-mile radius that are direct competitors to this lead. So they'll recognize this business. It makes it look like you've done a ton of homework, a ton of research, which you have, but obviously AI is helping us do this very quickly. And then you go through what these companies are doing from an SEO standpoint, and then what we should be doing to emulate these companies and catch up in the Google Map Pack and rank with these companies. So you can imagine the leverage and the power this gives you when you're showing this to a client. So obviously you need to build out that report. You hop on a call and screen share the report with the client. Super important. Just literally, you don't need to be a genius. You don't need to be an SEO genius. Just run through the report, convey the report to them, answer any questions they have. I've had clients that say immediately, they want to work with us once they see this report. Like, you guys know what you're talking about. I want to work with you. Like, that's how powerful this can be. But if they don't say that, you can say things like, do you understand the importance of SEO? Do you understand the importance of what we're talking about? And try and get them saying yes, yes, yes on the call. And then you're going to offer them a monthly retainer. You're going to have clear deliverables. You're going to have clear outcomes. And you're going to have simple pricing tiers. You can charge $500 a month, $1,000 per month, whatever it may be. Whatever your team costs will be. You could hire a white label team member off Upwork to run this for you and run a 50-50 rev share with them. Totally up to you. But this is how we're going to get MRR. And then once you run the delivery of this, you're going to have a content workflow. You're going to have on-page optimization. You're going to have local listings, monthly reporting. I would highly recommend hiring someone to do all of this. We have SEO experts that do all of this for us in terms of reporting and all that good stuff. Because SEO, it is quite technical. There's quite a lot to it, so it would take you a while to get up to speed on this. But this is how you're going to get the MRR. The importance is the strategy and the system in terms of selling this. Ultimately, if you're able to sell this, if you're able to get clients in the door on this, you can work out the back end down the line. I would really recommend just moving at speed and not worrying too much about the back end right now. In terms of internal rules to follow, always lead with value. Use the custom demo to earn trust. Never pitch SEO cold. Always use the custom GPT report. Frame everything in terms of leads and sales for the client, and retainers are the goal with this, not just the one-off website sales. The one-off website sales are great, but if you can get that MRR, it's going to give your business scalability and predictability, which is ultimately the goal with the agency model. The thing is, being able to deliver on those AI websites and upsell other services is only the first step. But if you want to scale this to 10K per month, you need a repeatable system that consistently gets you web design clients on repeat. So make sure to watch this video next, because it'll show you the step-by-step guide on how to build a 10K per month web design agency in 2026 in the laziest way possible.